This chocolate pound cake is rich and chocolatey, like traditional pound cakes, but it's also extra tender due to the addition of cream cheese. It's perfect on its own without need for additional frosting, so it's easy to prepare for afternoon tea, parties, or as gifts. Let's get started. Here are all the ingredients you'll need. I'll put the exact measurements in the description box below. First, melt the first set of chocolates in the microwave on medium heat until just melted. Do this at 20-second intervals. Stir each time to check the consistency. Let it cool. Soften the cream cheese in the microwave on medium until it achieves a spreadable consistency, around 10 seconds. Set it aside to cool. It should no longer be hot when added to the batter. In a small bowl, sift together flour, salt, baking powder, cocoa powder, and instant coffee powder. Sift 3 times to ensure leavening agent is evenly dispersed throughout the dry mixture. Set it aside. In a separate bowl, cream the butter and sugar together on medium speed in a counter mixer fitted with the paddle attachment. Beat it until it looks light in color and fluffy. Check that the melted chocolate and the cream cheese are no longer hot. Add softened cream cheese and mix on medium-low until just incorporated. Add the melted chocolate and mix until it all comes together. Add the eggs one at a time. Mix until the mixture looks smooth and creamy. Add the vanilla extract. Pause the mixer. Add the flour mixture into the wet batter in 3 separate additions. Mix on the lowest setting. This is the stir setting on some machines. Mix it until almost all of the dry ingredients inside the bowl are no longer visible. Lastly, add the second set of chocolate chips and stir until the chips are evenly dispersed throughout. Turn off the mixer, take the bowl out and scrape down the sides. Gently fold in the rest of the dry ingredients by hand. This will ensure that the batter is not overworked, resulting in a tough cake. Swipe some of the batter onto the loaf pan to act as a glue to help secure the parchment paper in place. After transferring the batter into an 8.5 times 4.5 inch loaf pan, bang the pan on the counter several times to remove excess air. It's normal for pound cakes to have a crack after baking because it is a denser cake and the exterior finishes cooking first, forcing the batter to rise, creating a crack on the top. If desired, place a thin strip of cold butter into the center of the cake. This will guide the air to escape through there, resulting in a beautiful center crack. Bake for 40 to 50 minutes until the cake springs back in the center when gently pressed and a skewer inserted comes out clean. The cake will look deep brown in color. Let it cool in the pan for 5 minutes before transferring to a cooling rack. Once cooled, keep the cake at room temperature for 2 to 3 days in an airtight container. If placing in the fridge, let it come back to room temperature before serving, about 20 to 30 minutes. To freeze, wrap with plastic wrap and then with aluminum. It will keep well for about 2 months. Enjoy!